Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you are new here, your favorite problematic housewife. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Backwoods Barbi. Yes, we are. Backwoods Barbi. I have talked about her a couple months ago. I did a video breaking down the drama between her and Elle Bee, her and Renelle, and just kind of showed a pattern of behavior in the different conflicts that she's been in. And today we're going to be talking about her because she's had some really weird behavior, and it never stopped. It's just getting worse. She thinks that she's being hacked by Katie Joy. She thinks her notifications are not going out. She thinks that people are leaving hate comments and harassing her and bullying her, and it seems really paranoid. And I don't like to dismiss people who feel a certain way, because I'm sure if you think something's happening and somebody calls you paranoid, that must be annoying. But the way that she's acting, you can't help but think that there's some kind of paranoia involved. She also started covering the Dre and Von Mccray case. Now, if you've been following that, you know it's a very polarizing story. A beauty influencer from Facebook who is at the top or near the top of an MLM, and she does beauty tutorials and she is very holistic. Her husband ended up being in a coma. Now, Backwoods Barbi seems like she's kind of siding with Dre McRae. Now, I totally understand getting every side to a story, looking at things from different angles, and trying to see the other side's perspective, right? That's all great. But with Backwoods Barbi, it seems like she is not just looking at things from Dre's side and another perspective. It seems like she's ignoring, blatantly ignoring facts of the story. And when people try to tell her in the comments, you're missing this video and that video and go check out these clips, she doesn't want to hear it. She gets really upset and lashes out at people who are trying to tell her that she's missing a lot of the story. Now, if you don't know who Backwoods Barbi is, which most of my audience does, I think she's a YouTuber with 40,000 subscribers. Her main content is reality TV. She does very similar content to Elle Bee and Katie Joy, more towards Katie Joy because she covers the Duggars a lot, but she also covers Teen Mom a lot like Elle Bee does. So it's this whole community of commentary on reality shows. I would say Backwoods Barbi has kind of been shunned from every other creator in her niche, and I understand why. She pushes everybody away. She attacks people. If you are not supporting her in the way that she feels like you should support her, she will call you out. She had a very bad run-in with Elle Bee, Renelle Smith, Katie Joy, a lot of people, and the same thing happens every time. I will leave my original Backwoods Barbi video down below if you guys want to get more context into her pattern of behavior. So, recently, her behavior has become even more unhinged and erratic, and I'm not trying to be mean or bully, and these are just my opinions. Opinions are not facts. I'm going to show you what I see on her channel and give my opinion on it, and that is it. I am not trying to bully anybody. I am not saying you have to think this way. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. So she's been covering the Dre McRae case. She's also been doing her regular content. Now, she started a few weeks ago to a month ago, really pushing that Katie Joy was hacking into her YouTube account and her phone. And she makes all these erratic posts on her community tab that notifications aren't being sent out and people are getting into her account and people are harassing her, and she's getting so much hate and bullying. And a lot of the time, what she says is hate is not actually hate. So let's go over some of these community posts so I can really show you guys what I'm talking about. And then after that, we'll go into the Dre McRae stuff. This post that she made 2 days ago, she posted it 3 different times. I'm not sure why she posted it so many times, but let's read it. If y'all don't mind, please comment on my videos. For some reason, I'm having issues with my comments showing up. Oh, but I'm receiving the comments degrading me and my work. Coincidence? I think not. So people aren't being notified, trolling my comments, harassing and bullying me because I'm telling people to stop attacking people. Yeah, make that make effing sense. Now, when I went under her Dre McRae video, I didn't see hate and bullying. I just saw people trying to correct her because she was getting some of the information wrong. And this is something that Backwoods Barbi always does. Anybody will go under there and tell her like, hey, this is not right. And she will freak out on you, like freak out. Here's another one. So notifications did not get sent out for my previous 3 videos I uploaded yesterday. Kinda odd how nobody gets notified of the videos that normally are my top viewed. You don't think it's odd how you will get notified of the videos that are me discussing my problems, but the actual videos that should be sending out notifications aren't? The Duggars, the Chrisleys. Normally those videos are my top viewed videos. Lately, nobody is getting notifications on those specific topics. So when Backwoods Barbi is talking about this notification problem, it's because she's not happy with the views that she's getting. And if I'm being honest, I don't think it has anything to do with notifications. And this is just my opinion. She hasn't lost subscribers. I think people are just not clicking her videos once they get notified. Or they turned off notifications. A lot of people are sick of her attitude, are sick of her playing victim every day, the paranoia, saying that everybody's attacking her and she's hacked, and she's been doing this for a few months. And I honestly just think people are tired of it and they're not watching her anymore. I think we all know what little tool is behind this, the same one who everybody has issues with, and the only one who's never had her channel experience issues or her social media being hacked and her actually getting locked out. Without a crystal ball, I see you and know you are behind this. If not, sue me. You won't sue me because you know you're doing this, and if the law don't do something, I will. I promise. Repost those facts. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is just very odd behavior. I really don't think Without a Crystal Ball is hacking into her YouTube and making sure nobody gets her notifications. That doesn't even make sense. And she has made so many posts like this. This is like a daily thing with her now. And it's just too much. And this is why I think people have tuned out and are not watching her anymore. And it still continues. People will harass people, hack people's accounts, and prevent them from making an honest living. And that will absolutely cause people to go real life on somebody. So she's threatening to go real life on somebody. Times are hard enough without you messing with my money and work. I'm going to continue to talk about it as long as it continues to happen. Make it stop and I will shut up about it. If you experienced a $4,000 a month cut in your pay in the middle of inflation, you would be heated too, I promise. I work hard and deserve every penny I earn. You wonder why Without a Crystal Ball has over 200K subs? Because she hacks other accounts and prevents their videos from being seen because she's threatened. I ain't going nowhere. In fact, this fuels my drive. Okay. I understand being upset that your income has gone down, okay? But her income has gone down because her views are down. And I can't help but think her views are down because of her own behavior. Like I said, people are sick of the erratic behavior, attacking everybody, deleting everybody's comments, claiming she's hacked literally every day. People are going to get tired of it. And I've heard so many people say they love her regular content. They used to love watching her reality TV content. And I'm a fan of Backwoods Barbi too. I am not like a hater. I'm not making a hate video. I have been subscribed to her for a very long time. And I just noticed this progression of behavior and paranoia and being a victim every single day, and it just gets tiring, and I've tuned out too. And I know when I get a notification from her videos, I don't click them. And here she goes again. More proof and reasons to believe Without a Crystal Ball is behind my account being messed with, along with my income. Not only do I get notified for her uploads and I got her blocked, but these notifications pop up on my phone home screen at least 5 times a week. I am not subscribed. In fact, I've blocked her and her account. So why do only her notifications pop up on my home screen? Okay, on your home screen, sometimes you will get notifications for other videos. That does not prove that Without a Crystal Ball hacked her account. This literally makes no sense. And then she continues even more. Don't say it's because I discuss her, because I think you know the other channels who only discuss her don't even get notified like this. Guess because they already give her free publicity. She's always talking about free publicity for other creators, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more when I talk about her and Dre McRae. Okay, so she says, I'm going to continue to point out the obvious signs, like this one, because it's effed up, and Without a Crystal Ball will get everything she deserves. God don't like ugly, and he sees every bit of this and what's going on. She's the devil, and her goal is to not only affect my mental health, but she wants to affect my income and make me disappear from YouTube because she's threatened by my personality, the main thing she lacks in life. Okay, listen, you guys know I don't like Katie Joy just as much as the next person. But first of all, Backwoods Barbi rarely even talks about Katie Joy. So it makes no sense why Katie Joy would even be after her. Like, you see how relentlessly Katie Joy will post on her Facebook page when she's going after somebody, and she's very like open about it. She's very shady out in the open on YouTube. So why would she be going after Backwoods Barbi, hacking her accounts and all this stuff? Backwoods Barbi like doesn't even talk about Katie Joy. Very rarely she does. She mostly does like reality TV commentary. Now, she has talked about Katie Joy, but this is just a strange, erratic behavior that everyone who is subscribed to her, well, a lot of people are noticing, and it's getting really weird. And here's where it gets really strange. If she didn't mess with my account, there's no telling how many subs or views I would actually have. No, Barbie, if you would stop sabotaging your own channel, you would grow and have views again. The notifications not being sent out for every one of my videos, the countless obstacles I go through every upload, the mass flagging. Who is mass flagging her? Who? The trolling and bullying. It's all making me stronger than ever, I promise. No one is doing these things to her. Seriously, nobody. By the way, Without a Crystal Ball, the FBI definitely knows you because of the investigation that's happening as I type. What? You can make an honest living on YouTube without sabotaging others. Period. Okay, the FBI, that is just insane. Backwoods Barbi is either straight up lying or delusional or both. I don't know. But this is definitely getting really weird. And I think people are tired of it. So what I want to talk about now is she started covering the Dre McRae case. And this is really interesting. When she started covering Dre McRae, her first video, she didn't seem to really know much about the story. But I think I figured out what's happening here because she knows that Katie Joy was covering the story, right? And Backwoods Barbi doesn't like Katie Joy. Katie Joy is known to lie. Katie Joy is known to make things up. So Backwoods Barbi seems to have automatically think that the story is not what Katie Joy said it was. Now, Katie Joy did make up lies, but Backwoods Barbi is leaving out so many facts and information of the story. And I think it's because she believes Katie Joy is like just going after Dre for no reason, and Dre's being bullied, and it's very strange. So I'm going to show a few clips and some comments of how she's covering this story, and I don't understand why she's refusing to look at all the facts.
Speaking of this video, I wasn't even going to talk about this because I do not know these people. Well, I'm starting to get to know them. I've had quite a few requests that I discuss the Von and Dre McRae situation. Now, I was like, well, I don't want to talk about it because I ain't never heard of these people, okay? And if they're just in an argument with another YouTuber, I don't want to give another YouTuber no kind of publicity. You get what I'm saying? Chat, ain't nobody out there giving me free publicity, so I am not going to return that favor.
Like I said, she mentions free publicity a lot. And I find that interesting because she could have used so many different credible YouTubers who are talking about this story. Elle Bee did a deep dive, but she hates Elle Bee, so she's not going to use that. CC Suarez did a deep dive, but that would be giving her free publicity, right? So instead, for her first video, she chooses some random article to talk about this story, okay? When there are so many clips, so many videos, so much information on YouTube that she could have used, it's really weird that she just picked this random article for her entire video.
That ain't even being done. But anyway, more and more people are asking that I talk about it, and I'm like, OMG, let me go ahead and do some research and figure out who the hell these people even are and what I'm supposed to be talking about. Y'all, when I googled who is Dre McRae, it popped up basically a little rundown on who these two people are. So we're going to read the article in case you are like me and have no idea who these people are. We're going to read this article because y'all, there is some things in here that's got me all kind of scratching my head. So let's just get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Now, I couldn't find many articles at all, not many, telling the backstory of these people and who they are and why they're in the headlines, basically. So, shout out to Techno Trends for...
This is what makes no sense to me. There are videos, ton of videos on YouTube giving the backstory to Dre and Von Mccray. Teaya Symone also has been covering this story. A lot of credible people have been covering this story. So either she just didn't really research as well as she said she was, or she really doesn't want to give anybody credit for the work they did on this story. And I think that's really crappy.
For this article, and look, I don't know how accurate any of this is. I'm just telling y'all that there's not much telling the backstory. There's not many articles. There's not many sites out there that tell the backstory of who these people are. So let's just talk about it.
Again, this doesn't make any sense. Why is she using an article that she has no idea whether it's credible or not, when there are so many creators on YouTube who have told the backstory? Why is she acting like this? If you use somebody's video, give them credit, use them as a source. Why would you blatantly not give out correct and full context of a story just because you don't want people to get free publicity? Wow.
To this situation and collect money for Marvin's family, a number of YouTubers have covered it. Like I said, I have arrived. Now look.
Do you see what I mean? Even the article is saying that a bunch of YouTubers have covered it, but she refuses to actually use those videos. This is a very tragic, serious story, and it's just really irritating to me that she is just so blatantly ignoring the videos that have been done and the work that people did. I mean, CC Suarez and Elle Bee did such like in-depth deep dives that she could have used, and it's so just nasty, in my opinion, to put a story like this out there and refuse to watch videos and use those as a source.
I'm wondering though, why does his mama need this $20,000? Huh? She can't just go on over there to Arizona and track down her own son. Why do you need visitation rights for your grown kid? You get what I'm saying? This is not adding up to me. So what is the GoFundMe for exactly? I'm asking. I mean, why can't she just go on over there to Arizona? If my kid was in, across the country in a coma, I wouldn't be setting up a GoFundMe. I wouldn't have time because my ass would be figuring it out, and it wouldn't be setting up a GoFundMe. Okay, I'm just speaking from a mother's perspective. Even if my child was grown and out my house, okay, I would still catch a flight.
If you guys notice, since her very first video, this is her first video, she starts immediately throwing shade at Letitia, Von's mother, which is just messed up to me. Like, Katie's doing that too. Come on, you don't have to like the woman, but her son is in a coma and fighting for his life. He's unresponsive brain activity or whatever it's called. And I don't understand why Backwoods Barbi has already started this story not liking her.
13th, the statement reads, Letitia, Marvin's biological mother, traveled from, okay, here we go. She traveled from Georgia to Arizona. She was forbidden from coming. Marvin's precise location is unknown as of right now. Well, look, in that one video, she said the city that they was in, which was Tucson. Now, I'm sure they ain't but one or two. Maybe they shouldn't be very many hospitals up in Tucson, okay? It wouldn't be hard to figure it out, but that's just me being the YouTube sleuth that I am. I mean, I'm just saying. Child, you wouldn't keep me from seeing my child. I'm going to tell you.
So throughout this first video, she continues to read the article. She says that she has, I will leave the video below so you guys can watch the full video. She doesn't understand why Von's mother can't see him. She doesn't understand why there's a GoFundMe. She doesn't understand anything that's going on based off this article. Now, like I said, this has been going on for how long now? This is a recent video. She blatantly is not doing her research or ignoring the videos people are making because there is so much content out there for her to use and research to cover the story. Now, under this video, I'm going to show you some comments to kind of give you an idea of what people were saying, because clearly in her video, she had no idea what was going on. This person said, you've got to delve deeper into Dre to understand everything. It's truly one complicated, crazy situation. From the drugs she feeds her kids and husband to her husband's supposed attempt at unaliving himself, hence the coma, to interfering with his hospital care. Unreal. She filmed everything, including the huge doses she administered and admitting she has no idea what she's doing. What she's giving them or any reactions is truly wild. Now, throughout this coverage that she's doing, she keeps saying she doesn't understand what's wrong with the holistic approach. Nobody said that there's anything wrong necessarily with a holistic approach, but one, she's giving this stuff to her kids, and two, she's not a doctor. She's not a holistic doctor. She's not an herbalist. And a lot of people think that just because it's a plant, you can just do whatever, give your family whatever, and plants can have a lot of side effects. So that is why people are concerned. So she replies, yes, I'm aware. I don't know them and am doing my research, so why tell me that I need to do more? So she is aware of all those things, then why doesn't she mention them if she is aware of everything that Dre was doing? And this person said, I didn't mean it in that way. I just meant that it's really, really crazy and so many twists and turns. But I'll see myself out from commenting again. Now, this is what she considers hate comments and bullying and harassment. So another person comments, she wouldn't allow Von's family to see him because she's got power of attorney. I think you really need to do more research on this story because it's very complicated. Dre videotaped herself at the hospital asking them to get security to remove the family from the hospital. And she goes on to just keep saying there's a lawyer. They had to get a lawyer to be able to see Von. And Dre was completely blocking the family. And they are just trying to explain to Backwoods Barbi the actual backstory that Barbie is claiming she can't find information on, which I totally call bullshit. Take note, guys. These comments are not disrespectful. If you dig a little deeper, you would have saw a video where Von's father and wife drove over 3,000 miles to see him, and Dre tried to have them thrown out of the hospital. Because of this GoFundMe, his mother was able to hire an attorney and was able to see her son under certain conditions that was made by Dre. Oh, of course things don't make sense when you haven't truly done your research. So Barbie responds, first of all, genius, I haven't seen you or anybody else post Von's side or his words. He's in a coma. Okay, that's strange. Oh, haven't heard his side. Don't worry, I'm uploading it now, where he tells about not even having a relationship with his bio birth mom because she uses him. Yeah, I did my research since you couldn't stay tuned. So like I said, she already from the get-go had a problem with Letitia. So it's pretty clear that she's been watching Without a Crystal Ball lately, since Without a Crystal Ball has had such a problem with Letitia. But she's not actually watching any of the other credible creators, or she is, and she's ignoring the facts of the story. Because after this first video, I'm like, okay, people are in the comments telling her what's up. Maybe in the next video, she'll have her facts straight. Well, the next video she does, she decides to just upload a live stream Dre did showing what Von had to say about his mother. And I didn't really think that was necessary, which, yes, that's part of the story. But again, it's pretty clear that she is siding with Dre by the way she's placing these videos. She's against Letitia. She's not showing any of Dre's problematic behavior or any of the clips that are on YouTube. And she's saying, oh, Dre and Von are just two people in love. They're not perfect. What's wrong with the holistic approach when not telling people that Dre's giving this stuff to her children, where she's doing things to Von's body in the hospital? She's not letting his family see him. Barbie is blatantly ignoring all of this stuff. And then when people try to tell her what's up, she gets mad. She either deletes their comments or she will delete their comments or snap at them. Then she'll go raging on her community post saying that she's being bullied and hated on when people are literally just trying to give her the facts of the story.
A video kind of touching base on who in the heck is Dre McRae and Von Mccray, because I've seen this situation in the headlines. I've seen the countless comments, emails, and messages from my friends, from my people, requesting that I talk about this situation. Now, before this morning, I had no idea who any of these people were. But however, now, after I've been doing some research, y'all, I found out some more things. Now look, I don't know everything about this couple. That would be a little weird, would it not? I know what this girl says. I know from what her previous posts and videos say. I'm not one to jump on a rumor train. I like to hear both sides, because if you don't know, there's three sides to every story. There's either side, you know, there's one side, then there's the other side, and then there's the truth somewhere in the middle.
In my opinion, she's not seeing both sides, because after her first Dre McRae video that was lacking so much context and information, which would be fine if maybe she had linked a bunch of deep dives for her audience to look at. The video, the next Dre McRae video she did after that was the one saying Von and his strained relationship with his mother. Why was that the next video that she chose to put out? Is she trying to agree with Dre that she understands why she wasn't letting Von's mother see her own son in a coma? Like, to me, it was just really shady that was, especially since she was already questioning the GoFundMe. She was already throwing shade at Letitia, like she was incapable of seeing her own son. And then the very next video on Dre McRae, she's throwing more shade at Letitia. You guys see what I'm saying? Like, she's setting this up to tell her own version of the story.
Okay, now I don't go off rumors and speculations. I'm going to go off the facts and what is being said by the parties involved in this whole situation, which is Dre McRae herself. Now, since Von is in the hospital and can't speak on his own for himself, I found this video really interesting. Now, Dre and Von have been posting videos and lives together for many years, apparently. Now, they are pretty much raw, unfiltered, and open. They apparently talk about everything that's going on in their lives, and that's fine. A lot of people do, to each their own. Now, here recently, she just uploaded a live touching base on these rumors and speculations that's going around now that's involving Von's parents. And I done had some questions myself. Y'all know in the last video, I said, now why is the GoFundMe being made by his mama's cousin? I don't know these people, so that's an honest question. Well, some people in the comments, you need to do better research. I know that. That's why I'm asking questions. Duh. You don't know the answers to something unless you ask. That's why.
It's okay asking questions and not knowing everything, but you have a platform of 40,000 subscribers. And when you're putting a story out that's this serious, again, this is like what I keep going back to, drama and tea channels, covering stories like this and just not giving all the facts, not doing an in-depth video, not doing enough research. It can really just hurt a story and lead your followers to believe something's going on without all the facts. She's saying she's playing words from Dre McRae herself, yet all she played in this video was Dre showing stuff of Von talking about his mother. She has yet now, in 2 videos, has yet to play any of the problematic, weird, nasty things that Dre McRae has done. And it's very strange to me. So then after that video, she uploads this video. Dre McRae gives an update on Von and discusses the hate she has received due to certain YouTubers. Now, again, clearly she is trying to push out things that are in favor of Dre McRae while actively and blatantly leaving out the things that Dre has been doing this whole time that people found concerning. And it seems like she thinks that Without a Crystal Ball was just bullying Dre, but again, she ignored all the other credible YouTubers who actually covered this story and have shown what's going on. I mean, Molly has covered it since the beginning, Molly Golightly. So it's very strange to me that she is pushing this, and it's almost, in my opinion, because she hates Katie Joy so much, and it seems like she's trying to push this whole story in her way on purpose, almost like get back at Katie Joy, like, I'm gonna fight you, I'm defending this person that you were covering because you're evil and nasty. She literally said Without a Crystal Ball was evil and harassing people, which she is, except Barbie will not stop and take a second to realize that she's getting the story wrong. She's missing so much, and she's more worried about throwing shade at Katie Joy than covering the story, which is fine. Like, if you want to cover how Katie Joy is doing, covering the story, then do that. But don't use the story and twist the facts as a way to get back at Katie Joy. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here? I feel like she's not just covering Katie Joy, she's twisting the story so that she can get back and show Katie. show everybody that Katie Joy is wrong, Katie Joy is nasty, which I agree with, but like I said, she's not doing it in the right way. And I think it's really messed up to be throwing shade at Letitia. Letitia already has Katie Joy coming for her and Katie Joy's followers. And now we have like Backwoods Barbi over here spreading misinformation and leaving facts out of the story. And this is what drives me nuts when these serious stories like this get covered and drama channels are throwing shade at each other and beefing. And now Backwoods Barbi has jumped in. All she wants to do is shade Katie Joy and she's covering it. And then she uploads this video. YouTuber fundraising scam is real. Let's discuss two who have been labeled scammers on YouTube. So again, she is trying to throw shade at the other people who are covering the story, which is fine, but she also leaves out facts and what is actually going on.
This Molly chick, okay? I ain't never heard nothing good about this Molly chick. I don't know, Molly Golightly, Molly Golightly, that's who I thought her name was, Molly Golightly. Okay, I'm going to tell you. But anyway, I guess her name is Molly Golightly. I don't even know. I don't know who the Justin person is either. But there's a lot of creators who will harass people and make fake GoFundMes and fake pay. Look, y'all, I told Donnie this the other day. I said, why are these people donating money to these PayPals? They don't even know these people, or GoFundMes. They don't even know these people. They're making up all these excuses like, oh, well, I need them for legal expenses. I need it for medical expenses. Your ass needs to get on there and tell the truth, okay? Because I told him, I said, I'm about to make a GoFundMe and be like, GoFundMe for my car payment. GoFundMe for my damn water bill, GoFundMe for my bills, GoFundMe for my groceries. How about you be honest about your GoFundMes, okay? Nobody likes a scammer. So, my little advice to you, I guarantee you there's somebody struggling in your neighborhood. There's somebody struggling probably next door to you. I guarantee it. Go find somebody in your own area that you know for a fact is struggling and you donate money to them and you help them. Okay, because people are struggling all over this world right now. Do not be giving it to no random people on the internet if you don't know for a fact that it's going where it's supposed to be going, okay? But
you guys, Backwoods Barbi has things so ass backwards. This is absolutely crazy. It's bad enough that Katie Joy asked for a refund for the money she donated to the GoFundMe for Letitia, Von's mother, to get a lawyer and see her son, and has her followers asking for refunds. But now we have Backwoods Barbi pushing that the GoFundMe is a scam and encouraging people to just go help someone in their neighborhood and not donate, which is great. Like, go help someone in your neighborhood. But she doesn't have the facts right, okay? The GoFundMe was to help Letitia. And it's very frustrating that she is spreading this misinformation. If she doesn't like Molly, that's totally fine. But the GoFundMe was not a scam. And it's not fair to push that to her audience. This video got like 4,000 views. So it's not fair to push to all these people and make them nervous and think it's a scam, and people may have donated and see this and then start asking for refunds. If Letitia paid a lawyer and all these people and thousands of people start asking for refunds, that is not going to be a good situation. This woman has been through enough. Katie Joy is now dragging her name through the mud, putting up her criminal background and all of her personal family business. And then we have Backwoods Barbi here, freaking putting the nail in the coffin. She started throwing shade at Letitia from the jump and clearly is trying to side with Dre. And she's just doing this to get back at Without a Crystal Ball, in my opinion. And she also doesn't like Molly, which is, again, fine. But she's not being honest. She's not showing the facts. And it's really not fair what she's doing to Letitia now. It has just turned into such a mess. And it's really frustrating to see YouTubers actively leave facts out of the story. And when people try to correct her, she calls it hate and bullying and saying she's being hacked and all this craziness. Okay, so this video has been long enough. Please let me know what you guys think down below. Do you see what I'm talking about? How she's almost trying to twist the story because she wants to throw shade at Katie Joy, and she's more worried about that than the facts of the story. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.